It's an initiative by Gyan, Joyti. It's a knowledge sharing program by Jewellers Association Bangalore. We've been conducting a lot of seminars in the past with concern to hallmarking, GST, our day-to-day problems which we face in our industry. We've been training on that. We have been seminars on that. Today, the major problem for all of us is, are we looking to autopilot our business? If we are going to take care of every small aspect of business, from pricing it, then purchasing the product, then selling the product, then taking the stock of the product, how are you managing to grow the business? If you are involved at every step of your business, you will not be able to grow. To grow, you need to have that enough time to think about your progress, and that's a need of the hour. And if you are falling back, others are moving ahead. So today we have a seminar, a renowned person, Mr. Shivram sir, who's going to train us and talk in detail about autopiloting business. I would just try to give a synopsis of him. Shivram sir, as he's popularly called, started Retail Gurukul with a vision to help jewelers grow their business. He has since helped 500 plus jewelers to significantly improve their businesses. With our 30 plus years in retailing, including 10 plus years at Tansihq, he is well versed in the nuances of family businesses, having worked all over India. His talk will cover key insights gained from his experiences and the 5 principles he uses to help jewelers to autopilot and grow their businesses. I would like to welcome Srinivasa. Please, big round of applause for him. Thank you for sharing your time, sir, and we're looking forward for your presentation today. Thank you very much.
Made time in your busy schedule of shopping to come here for this session. While they put it on, special thanks to Ketan and the Jewellers Association for inviting me. It's always like I was talking to somebody. I said, why do you do what you do? Right? I said, why do you do what you do? So he said, it's my passion. Right? So for somebody like me, like some of you might know, right? We work all over the country. So to be able to do our training programs or these kind of sessions in Bangalore, it's always a very warm feeling. So specific thanks to the association here in Bangalore. My name is Shivram, and I used to call myself business consultant, coach, mentor and all that. But this time I thought the word teacher is the most relevant to what I do, right? So apart from that, I know I've written about 6 books. And also, of course, I continue my, shall I say, livelihood as a consultant, right? Okay. So, when I was speaking with Ketan as what is the topic, right? So I thought that this is something which is relevant to most businesses, right? I'll ask some questions, and if I can get a flavor of what you people do, maybe I can tweak the presentation. So how many of you are, let's say, retailers? 1, 2, 3, okay. How many of you are wholesalers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And who else is there? Online, okay, so I'll put it as retailers, B2C, okay. Anybody else? B2C and B2B? Okay. Now I'll ask you, how many of you are, like what Hardik said, in the business from morning till evening? Right? So 10 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock, whatever. How much time? What time you go to the office? 9 o'clock? 9 to 9. Okay, 10 hours approximately, depending upon what time you sleep and what time you get up, right? So if you're spending 10 hours a day, okay, let me ask you, all of you open for some searching questions? Okay, so take out your mobile. Open the calculator. All of you? Some of you are, people at the back. What are people at the back called? LLBs. All of you heard of LLB, right? What is LLB? Something to do with law. Lot of last benchers, right? So people who are at the back, if you want to come down, you just come down. Out, right? Okay. All of you got your calculator? Yes. Okay. How many of you know how much money are you taking home? You don't have to tell me. That's why I said take out your calculator. Seriously put a number. I'll tell you, there is something very serious about what I'm speaking. So you put a number. Yeah? Seriously big number, I think. Yes? Okay, fine. Now what I want you to do separately is, how many hours you work? 10 hours. Correct? How many days in a year? 365 days? 300 days? 300 days. So 300 days into 10 hours. How much is this? 300, huh? 3,000? 30,000? Huh? 300 into 10. 3,000. So you have this, I hope, big number in your calculator, correct? Divide that by 3,000. Okay? What have you got is your per hour rate. All of you got some number, 5,000, 10,000, 10 lakhs, 50 lakhs, hopefully 50 lakhs, right? That is the price you are paying, right? This does it blow your mind? If you got, I don't know, I'll just take one example. Will you do one calculation for me, right? 1 crore divided by 3 lakhs. 33,000. You're expected to take home 33,000 rupees, 33,333, 33K. 33K per hour. All of you with me? All of you understand? Huh? Now tell me, any job that you are doing should earn you how much per hour? Suppose you have spent 1 hour with us today. What should be your ROI on 33,000 rupees? Have you ever calculated like that? That's the point, right? And this is not the first time I'm asking. You know, we work with some 500 paid assignments and I don't know how many unpaid free assignments, right? But the point is, it never fails to surprise me. It's no longer a surprise that we are all in this business for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, right? For some of you who came late, put a number that you want to take home every year. Divide by 3,000. 3,000 is 300 days into 10 hours per day is 3,000, right? So we just took a sample saying that 1 crore divided by 3,000 is 33,000 rupees. 33,000 rupees per hour is what you want to earn. Now the next question I will ask you is, and don't get me wrong, you all given me permission to ask you tough questions, correct? If I am the investor in your business, what's it? I will say your family, right? What's your family trying to tell you? What's the first question? Why are you working so hard? Anybody saying that work less, work more? Anybody in the family saying that you work more to your husband, wives? Anybody is here? Please raise your hands. Right? So, ನಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? All of you in the same space, right? Now that the mobile is there, you are working 24 hours. Arey, miss agoytu call, some inquiry, right? So, if you are putting in so much hard work and you want to earn what? I am just taking that example of 33,000 rupees. Now tell me, and this is one more tip. Okay, how many of you have got a self WhatsApp group? You know what's a self WhatsApp group? No. Okay. Okay. Open your WhatsApp. Very nice. Open a WhatsApp. Seriously, do. It's worth it. Somebody said each word is worth 1 lakh rupees. Right? Open a WhatsApp fresh group. So what does it ask you? Add a number, right? Add somebody's number. Apart from you, add somebody's number. And I'll tell you what you should do, right? please open the phone. Yes, you've got a WhatsApp group. Okay, then all the reason, right? He already has a WhatsApp group. So you have opened a new WhatsApp group. Add somebody's name, anybody's name, no problem. Sorry? Anybody's, right? Because in 1 minute you will remove that name. Save the name, save the group. And I would ideally, my group is called as Idea Group. Some new ideas. Okay, just call it as an idea group or whatever. You want to call it as SJS group, you can call it. You want to call your name and Gurukul, you can call it some name. Now if you want, you can delete that name that you have added. Okay, that means it's a one person group. Correct? All of you got it? Yes? Okay. Now this is the place where you will put your new ideas. Okay? And what's the first thing that you should enter now in that group? What's the first thing that you should enter in that group? My per hour labor cost. Correct? How much is your per hour labor cost as per our example? 33,000 rupees. 33,000, huh? 3,000 per hour, 33,000 rupees. Right? So now what you're supposed to do is every hour that you are spending, and if I want to talk your language, you must say whether you made profit or loss. Seriously? Correct? Artha aitala? Kannadadalli helbeka? English is okay for everybody? Yeah? So if you are spending 1 hour in this exhibition, you have to calculate whether you made profit or loss. Serious? Make sense? Okay. Now all of you so hard working people, just roughly tell me, in the 10 hours that you work every day, how many hours is a profit or how many hours is a loss? Let's talk positivity. How many hours in a day are you making profit? Give me a number. As per what? Government. No, government is नहीं है. आपका खुद का धंधा है. आपका खुद का धंधा है ना. 10 hours you are spending. 4 hours. Yeah, okay. Anybody else? 50%. Let's say we'll be very generous, right? We'll say 50% of the time I'm making profit and 50% of the time I'm making a loss. Whatever is the work that you're doing, you're talking to customer, not talking to customer, whatever it is. I was speaking to somebody just now and I don't think he's here. He's a retailer, right? So he said, sir, huge opportunity in Jayanagar. I said, yeah, very good. I want to open another store. I said, why? Have you maxed out on your showroom? Right? If I have got a showroom, and I was speaking to somebody else in that near that fashion store, so he had a very nice comment to make, 50 lakh wale, 50 kg wale. His point is that if a retailer is 50 kilos, he is the average retailer. Okay? Now, if I am having 50 kgs in Jayanagar, and I am using retail as an example, you can apply to wholesale also. If I am putting 50 kilos of stock, what's the return you are expecting? What is 50 kilos in a way, in turnover, right? Rupee wise? 5 3s are 15. Just like 15 koti na? Huh? 25 crores. Okay? When you sit there, it's easy to calculate. When you sit here, it's very difficult to calculate on the fly. Right? If you are investing 50 kilos or 25 kgs, and I'm assuming that there is no loan, what is the return you are expecting? Percentage. Whether it's 50 kilos, 5 kilos, 500 kilos, 5,000 kilos, because we are working with our current clients are in that space. 5 kilos, about 50, 70, 100 kilos. There's a person at about 500 and there is a company at 5,000. 5,000 kgs, huh? ROI on how much? Annualized ROI. 3% per 36% you are expecting? No, be clear. 20% is a reasonable number, I would think so. And I will give you the logic. Lots of people come, and I'll just give you some random examples of real client stories. There's a client we were talking in Bombay, 200 crore net. Okay, 80 crores is outstanding. Okay, at the parallel level, he's got some bank loan, etc., etc. He's got, and my favorite I'll show you, is 80 kilos worth of dead inventory. And you know what's the conversation at 10:30 in the night? He says, Papa, he's got children, right? So his son comes and says, tomorrow morning we have to pay 25 lakhs to our vendor. 80 crore is dead inventory, 25 lakhs cash they don't have to pay to the vendor, right? Now if you go back to what I've been saying, now you go back and say 50 kgs, I want 20% return. If you had 50 kgs or 25 crores of cash on hand, if you go and put it in a bank today, it will give you 7%. Fair point? Now if I give it to all of you from whatever, Avenue Road side, I'll just use revenue, Avenue Road. If you give on credit, safe credit, how much will be the per month interest rate? 1%. Reasonable 1%. Okay, so 12%. So without coming to, sorry to push this, without coming to South Jewelry Show, without listening to Shivram, you can earn 12%. Correct? No? First of the month you lend money, 30th hopefully your money will come back, principal is still safe. That's why I said 1%. That's why I'm not agreeing to 36%. 36% is risk. Correct? Now you are costing 33,000 rupees per hour. That's 1 crore. You go back and add that 25 crore ke upar 8 crore ka investment cost of you. So I would think 18%, 18% should be the real return. If you are not getting 18% return on your investment, my fundamental question to all of us is, why are you doing business? Make sense? Okay. Now honestly tell me, if you can, otherwise write in your WhatsApp group, are you making 18% return? If I can read your faces, you are not making return. Correct, no? Otherwise you will enter your WhatsApp. Right? Go back and write down 33,000 rupees per hour is my, whatever, 33 lakhs yearly. Right? Write down in your WhatsApp group, my cost is 33,000 rupees per hour and I want to earn 18% return. If you are not doing 18% return, tell me, you logically explain to me, why are you working so hard? Out of which 50% is a waste. Right? You may not be 50 kilos. You may not be 33,000. You may be 3,000. I'm just taking, samples. Now the question I'll ask you is, how do you decide whether, Bunny sir, Valgade ban kutkoli, right? So why do you decide, if you think you are worth 33,000 rupees an hour, now tell me, what is the average salary that you are giving to your staff? 25, 30, 40, whatever. I'm being very generous. Right? Let's assume it is 33,000 rupees. He's working what, 25 days a month? What's his per hour cost? 100 bucks. 33,000 divided by 30, 1,000, 1,000 divided by 10, 100 bucks. Okay. How much is your cost? 33,000 rupees per hour. 3,000? Okay. Chalo 3,000 per, 33,000 per day, 3,300 rupees. So any job in your system, if you are not getting it at, if you can get it at 100, 200, 300, 1,000 rupees, it is still worth delegating. Correct? No? You are costing the company 3,300 rupees an hour. He is costing me 100 bucks. Just now I overheard your conversation. What all you guys have done to do this work today. Correct? Are you happy with the outcome? Right? Can I have done something else better? Yes, we should have. Now should you think we should have invested in a professional, right? And get, let's say, maybe more customers into this exhibition? right? Then I have a new set of vendors who will come and put up the stall next time. Why? What is the logic? Boss, the logic is that 25 people of this association are worth 33,000 rupees per day. What I'm just taking an example. This guy is worth, the photographer is worth whatever, 200 bucks an hour. And he takes better photographs than, let's say, Rahul can take of my photograph. It's making sense. Correct, no? For all of us. For all of us, it is making sense to delegate to a cheaper, more. What do you think IT industry is all about? Just now when I was coming, we were discussing. He says the India office of an IT company is being asked to go back to work from office from Monday. Not in the US. Why? You see how things are changing, right? So if you guys seriously about wanting to do autopilot, though I should say that is more towards retailers, this is the first step. What's the first? If you want, you can take a photograph as it is. Create a 5-year plan. Okay? Write down. You have a WhatsApp group now, right? Take a photo. What I spoke, 18% per annum. Correct? We are doing work with a apparel company, large retailer, 450 stores. You know how they do targets? They have a 1-hour target plan. How many of you have got a monthly plan? Monthly target? 3 people, 4. Right? How many of you have a 5-year plan, dream plan? How many of you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people. Right? So you got a WhatsApp group banaya na? Okay, likho. I'll give you a simple rough estimation of how to do a dream plan. Last 6 months you got some turnover, March to September, all of you? Yes? Mota malum hai, lakhs, crores, rupees, whatever. Double it, you'll get this year's number. Right? If you can compound, what rate of growth do you want? 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%, 50%. But extrapolate it to 5 years, you'll have a 5-year plan. Now, everything that you are doing, you should start thinking, is it worth doing that activity? I was telling somebody, right? I said to Hartik, I will do this event only in Bangalore. I will not travel. 2 weeks back, there was an exhibition in Hyderabad. They said, sir, aap aaiye. Main nahi aaunga. Because for me, it's a 24-hour effort to go to Hyderabad and come, including a lost sleep, if you want to catch a morning flight. Right? It's not worth it. Sure, I will meet 20 people. Sure, I will talk to some people. Hopefully, somebody will become my client. But is it worth going to Hyderabad for 24 hours? No, because my cost of capital is the equivalent, let's say, saying that my cost per day is so much, I don't think my ROI is there. Right? That's how you have to calculate your time. And amazing, the way these guys, it's not coming because of the screen, how they track per hour targets. And it's not one store, huh? 480 stores. 480 stores per hour targets are there. Not America, Bengaluru. This is not American example. 480 stores is an apparel brand in India. You know what's the ticket size? 450 rupees. I was talking to somebody, I said, how many people come? They said, sir, aata hai weekend mein 800, 900 people. We are struggling with a company in Bombay, 10 people. Walk-in is 10. So if you go back and start thinking every day that, boss, it takes time. Trust me, this 1 hour, 33,000 rupees, it will take some time to hit your mind. Then you start thinking, my God, this is not worth my time. Because today you are not valued your time so far. Correct? We have never calculated ourselves. You'll spend, I don't know about many places in retail, right? That customer will come and say, sir, मेरे को 200 रुपये कम करो. How many hours will you bargain for the 200 rupees as the business owner? 20 minutes. For how much? 200 rupees. How much is it costing you? How much is costing you? That's all. 3,300 divided by 30 minutes or 60 minutes. And you are bargaining with the guy. And she will go out and say, अरे मेरा neighbor को आपने 300 रुपये discount दे दिया. Right? So please get into this. And ROI should be 18%. If you are not, if you are not getting 18% on your investment, it is not worth it. Or you give me an argument saying that, no boss, I am happy with 6%. I am happy with 8%. If you're happy with 6% and 8%, then I'll give you a simpler answer. Put it in the bank. And there's one more, I don't know whether I said here. Here. Not just sales but profitability. What's important? Sales or profitability? Profit. Now if I did not ask that question and if I say how is business, at the back of your mind what are you talking? मेरा धंधा इतना हो गया. Correct है? You are looking. ಈ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲಮ್ಮ. Okay, right? At the back of our mind, we are always thinking turnover. Correct? Right? At the back of our mind, what is it? We are thinking turnover. You want my joke on it? My joke on the turnover is, you don't need a retail store, you need a mobile phone. Why? You do bullion trading, right? You will do more turnover than a retailer can ever do, right? So you sure there is money in it, but provided you are on it full time, hopefully full time, and hopefully you are making money on bullion. Otherwise, as a retailer or as a wholesaler, okay, let me ask you one more question. How many of you hedge? None of you, right? One person. Okay, I'll just take all family business. 99% is family business. Okay. Other than, I'm just keep pulling your leg, hope you don't mind, right? Other than a couple of houses, other than a couple of cars, where is most of your money, family wealth? In gold. Correct? Now I think we might have a decent US president, but I will say your 85% of your family wealth is dependent on one nutcase. That guy's name was Donald Trump. Correct? So the gold rate can go up and down. Once upon a time the argument with me was, Shivram sir, आप क्या बात कर रहे हो? Gold rate ऊपर ही जाता रहता है. Now nobody can argue. So are you willing to risk 85% of your family wealth? And that is not your wealth. You just now said it is family business. करेक्ट? आपका खुद का पैसा है, आप जाके रेस कोर्स पे डालने का है, वो आपकी पैसा है, बट ये आपका पैसा तो है ही नहीं है. इट इज फैमिली बिजनेस, फैमिली वेल्थ, राइट? सो समवेयर इन द बैक ऑफ माई माइंड वी आर थिंकिंग, अरे नहीं 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 नहीं, गोल्ड रेट ऊपर ही जाएगा 10 साल में शायद, राइट? सो प्लीज hedge. I'll give you one thing about Tansihq, right? They are professional managers, correct? Nobody, including the managing director, has the authority not to hedge. Nobody, even the managing director or the board, has the authority not to hedge, because their job says, I am a retailer. And where are you supposed to make money from? Buying here, selling there, and making my 5 or 10%. Correct? So these are the things which is the significant matter. Second question, how many customers you have? Mota mota. Whatever is the business, how many customers you have? 5,000, 3,000, 100, 5 lakhs. Correct? What is your relationship with them? There are, how many of you are wholesalers? Some 3-4 of you, okay? All of you sell to retailers? Yeah? Okay. I'll take Ketan's example, okay? Hope you don't mind, okay? If you don't go to, if you means your salespeople don't go to a particular retailer, does the retailer call you and say, sir, Ketan sir, आपका आदमी आता ही नहीं है, बुलाता है क्या? हाँ? Very few. I'm just taking Ketan as an example, but I can tell you all India examples, right? The wholesaler doesn't really care about the retailer. The retailer doesn't really care about the wholesaler. आप आज आया है, चलो मैं खरीद लेता हूँ. आप नहीं आया, दूसरा कोई आता है, उससे ले लेते हैं हम लोग, right? So you need to check this. These are the metrics that is tracked. I don't know how, we call that internally, we used to call it analysis paralysis, right? There is how many of you know something called lifetime value of a customer? LTV, 1%. Lifetime value of a customer is, I was just telling somebody, today honestly I'm not buying, right? But frankly you think through, and some of you have got stalls here I presume, right? Tell me how many of you really welcomed these retailers from the heart, right? What is your staff doing? Because if you miss that customer there, the retailer there, right? Maybe because I didn't get a proper welcome. And if he has got this 50 kgs in one lifetime, how much he could have bought? Right? Similarly, revenue management. How many of you know what's your profitability per customer or client? 1. So if I'm selling to him, I should know that in the next 10 years, this guy is capable of buying 1 crore. If he is capable of buying 1 crore, will I give him the same treatment if he is buying only 1 silver coin today? Your sales staff is yesterday I think I was there somewhere, I wanted something. I said no, in less than a microsecond the salesman's interest in me dropped. And I have been the customer of that retailer for I think 10 years. You think I'll go back? Gone. Right? And in management jargon, there used to be a word called management by walking around. If you are in a shop, right, don't sit in your cabin, go and talk to customers or your staff. Now, once upon a time, the customer, maybe there are some people who are still complaining on social media. But today, the customer will do management by walking out. She has got no time to explain to you that आपको क्या पसंद नहीं आया. What is the customer saying? Sir, क्या हो गया? नहीं, बाद में आता हूँ, मैं पूछने का है. That's all, no? You will never know the real reason why the customer is not buying. That is what I meant by who is the customer, what is the ticket size, what is the basket size, what is the loyalty and profitability. Right? If you don't know the profitability of the customer, then either you are selling. We did some work with a retailer in Hyderabad, large retailer. I said, put your vendor's name on one side, business that he has generated for what you have bought and what you have sold out. Correct? No, end of the day, that is what it is. What I buy and what I sell, right? He was surprised that he was buying from a bunch of vendors who he thought was doing good business. and not buying from a set of vendors who he thought was not good stuff. It was actually the opposite. Because I like somebody, I am buying. But is the material selling out? No. Right? So whether you are a retailer, whether you are a wholesaler, you must check the loyalty and the profit. Right? Each one of them is an individual effort. How many of you do stock management? Okay. What is your aging report? Any of you know what's your aging report? 1, 2, that's all. Right? So, we all have wooden furniture in the store, correct? I'm just taking from a wholesale retail point of view. Do you know we also have golden furniture? Do you know golden furniture? Yeah? Unsold stock, right? 33% of the stock that we have typically in the showrooms is unsold stock, right? And if you are a retailer, what's your conversion? What's your conversion? Do you track conversion retail mein? Any of you? How many of you are retailers? Yeah, do you track conversion? ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಕೊಂಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? So the national average is 66% is the conversion. 100 people come, 33% of the people buy, 66 people buy and go. Similarly, for all of you who are running the exhibition, you have some 5,000 or 6,000 people who have purchased, right? You must get that confirmation from these guys to whatever extent is possible, how many people have done selections as an exhibitor committee. Right? It may be 3%, it may be 5%. I don't know what's the exhibitor conversion here. But in retail space, 66% buy and 33% go. Okay? And how much is the dead inventory that you are carrying? Anybody know? 33%. So if you had better stock, the 66% conversion could have been improved to 80 or 85%. It's not that you don't have customers, you have customers coming inside. If I'm an exhibitor here, how many people walked into my stall? Maybe 100. How many people bought? Maybe 25. I don't know what the number is in exhibition, but let's say 25. How many did not buy? 75. Right? If I had not even gone inside, then you can't do much. But if I've come inside and not bought, that is the non-conversion. That's the third one. Okay? The last but one is finance and operations. I explained to you about that 18% ROI, right? How many of you do profit and loss statements? When? I wanted it from you, otherwise I know the answer, right? You should do a P&L every month. Oh my God, how can I do? Correct, no? If I am asking you P&L, what is your mind? ಏನು ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ? ಸರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಮಂತಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಂಗಾಗ್ತದೆ ಸರ್? ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್, ನೋ? You don't need an accountant to do P&L. You don't need a chartered accountant. You don't need a finance guy. ಎಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ಹೋಗಿದೆ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ? Then you know what is your fixed expenditure. So income minus fixed expenditure minus vendor payout is your profitability. ठीक है, ऊपर नीचे 10% उतर. But if you don't know that, then why are you running the business? The Birla Group, right, supposed to get a P&L statement every day in the morning at 9:30. Yesterday I was speaking to somebody who used to work for Kotak Mahindra Bank. Kotak Mahindra Bank is a small company or a big company? Big company. Every Monday at I think 9:30, Mr. Uday Kotak has a meeting with his top management. They get the P&L equivalent of the past X number of days at 9:30 on Monday morning. We are smaller than Kotak Mahindra Bank, no? We are smaller than Kotak Mahindra Bank. If Kotak Mahindra Bank can get a somewhat like a P&L, whatever is the definition of P&L, every Monday. What is stopping us from getting? Yesterday I was talking, we work with somebody in the biscuits and chocolates industry. So one of the questions was, sir, suddenly the, one of the components of biscuit goes up, fat. So suddenly we have to take a decision to stop production or increase the price. I said, overnight price didn't go up, no? No, sir, it has taken 15 days. I said, what were you doing for 15 days? So if your gold rate is going up, how are you working with your vendors? How are you working with your retailers? At what price are you selling to the consumer? Last one I explained some time back. Performance management system for self and staff. How many of you do review of your staff performance? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So, learning and development. Lot of us still recruit based on loyalty. Right? Simply because, our industry is too precious, so addu iddu. I was speaking to somebody today, there is theft there also. Right? So loyalty or no loyalty, that is happening. Okay? And then selling skills training. 33% of your customers are going back after having come into the showroom. Right? I don't know, your sales staff is going all the way to the retailer to sell. How many retailers does a wholesaler sales staff meet every day? Anybody has an idea? Yes, two. 3 to 4? Okay. I'll give you an example. I used to be part of the medical industry some 30 years back. Standard medical rep is 10 doctors, 5 chemists. This is like 20 years back. Across the industry. Across the industry, the standard practice was 10 doctors, 5 chemists. Right? And we have no clue of the standardization in the... At least I should know that my wholesale industry, we need to meet at least 3 people or 4 people or 5 people. This is my conversion. I'll give you another, my favorite formula, especially in the retail side, and with that I will close. Average customer, we all understand average customer? Yeah. Average salesman, we understand? Average inventory. Correct? Eh? Nothing special, no superman, no superwoman, no super salesman, no super merchandise. You should get 66% conversion. So if I am not getting, and let's assume here it is 25% conversion. The people who are here or people who are wholesalers should have that number. If I am a wholesaler, he should meet 5 customers and I should get 50 grams, 500 grams, I don't know, whatever is your internal metric. If you are not getting 500 or whatever is your internal metric, you should start saying that why am I not getting? It may be only 20% today. Average retailer है, उसमें तो बड़ी बात नहीं है, like he said 50 kg. Okay, चलो 50 kg का average retailer. What is the merchandise I am carrying to the retailer? Sir, मेरा पास 2 bag है. चलो 2 bag है. Right? Average salesman, हाँ जी average salesman. कितना order लेके आने का है? आपको मालूम होना चाहिए ना? नहीं सर, आज बारिश था, आज ट्रेन डिले हो गया, आज फ्लाइट डिले हो गया. Who is paying the price? One. And the other last one is the money that we are paying the employees. At 20, 30K, what are you getting? What kind of a person are you getting in 20K, 30K? Huh? Sorry to put this word, I'll say 2 hands, 2 legs. Correct? Huh? And what's the price you're paying? 1 CR. If nothing else. If you say I want to take home 1 CR or 10 CR or 100 CR, and if I'm not earning that money because you are paying only for hands and legs. We did a session on Zoom, somebody from Bagalkot. He said, Estapa stock is there. Sir, ide sir on the, I think 5 kilos. ಎಷ್ಟು value? 2.5 ಕೋಟಿ. Okay. How much you want to take? Same 18% calculation on 2.5 crores. कितना हो गया? 20%. 50 लाख. How much are you taking home? Sir, 20 लाख हो गए तो बहुत हो गया. ऐसे 20 लाख हो गए तो बहुत हो गया. आपको होना चाहिए 50 लाख. राइट? आप कितना देते हो सैलरी? 8,000 rupees. If you are paying 8,000 rupees, and he said all women, most of them are women. I said, yeah, obvious, दिखता है. Can you not read it lines? You want a woman who is generally she would have been a housewife. She needs that little bit of money. She will put the kid to school. She is coming into your shop to display the jewelry and go. And who is paying that difference of 50 lakhs to 20 lakhs? You. I said, how much will be the best salesman in Bagalkot? Sir, 15,000 में मिलता है. Okay, चलो. 15,000 और 8,000 के फर्क कितना है? 7. Okay. 7,000 रुपये प्रॉफिट लेने के लिए आपको एक महीने में कितना बेचने का है? Tell me. 10% margin. Okay, 7 lakhs. If he is the best salesman in the city, can he not sell 7 lakhs in 1 month? Huh? 70,000. Sorry, 70,000. Not even 7 lakhs. 70,000. In 30 days, I have 33% non-conversion. Correct है? हमको रास्ते कैंपेगौड़ा रोड स्टेशन से लेके आने का ज़रूरत नहीं है, रेलवे स्टेशन से लेके आने का ज़रूरत नहीं है. लोग आ रहे दुकान के अंदर. People are coming into the showroom. 66%. He doesn't even know the conversion. I said, चलो 66% ले लो. 33% of the people are going out. 7,000 rupees is the increment. I said, I will invest 30,000 rupees per month in you. You give me the share of the profit. See, that's how you have to think. You ask the online guys. If I put 100 rupees on my online marketing, if I get 101 rupee, I am happy. I will invest another 100 rupees because I am getting 2 rupees profit. There are people, we were talking to him, right? There are people who are investing with just that margin. As long as my return is more than my investment, I am happy. And what we are doing? सर 8,000 रुपये में मेरे को आम आदमी मिल गए तो बहुत हो गया मेरा काम. And what we are missing? 50 lakhs to 20 lakh rupee ka 30 lakh rupees. Right? With that, I will close this session. If there are any questions, we can take. Thank you very much. If you want to, this is our contact.
Any questions, anybody?
Anything else, we can take over.
Sir, you mentioned regarding the dead inventory. You told 66% will be converted and 33% will be lying back. Maybe you can touch another up to 80%, provided you need to improve the stock.
Improve all the things, all 5.
All the 5. But how feasible it is, because we will be improving only another 10 to 15% of the sale value, but stock value will be more than 70% of the stock needs to be added for that.
I didn't get you.
No. For a stock of say 100 kilos, you are selling whatever it is, 35 kilo or 40 kilo or 50 kilo. Just, yeah. And to improvise the sales point of view, for another 10-15 kilo, you suggested you need to improve the stock. Matlab, you need to add on some more stock.
No, I didn't ask you to add stock. I said you should buy better.
Should buy better.
I am not at all saying, if you know, when we do consulting, I'll say, I don't want one extra paisa from you. Right? We should be able to very comfort. You know your stock rotation? Okay. What's your stock rotation in plain?
35%.
Three rotations. Three rotations.
35% right? Per month of the total stock.
Three times,
three
now,
times,
right?
One yearly 3 times.
3 times, right? So we have done 4.5 rotations. 4.5 rotations we have done. We have reached 4.5 rotations.
With the same stock.
Obviously. If you are adding more stock, there is no point.
There is no. That's it.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
Hello sir, my name is Dhananjay.
Dhananjay.
Yeah. We are into the hallmark business actually.
Hallmarking.
Yeah, hallmarking. So what I'm saying is that if there is an opportunity and if there is a competition also, in every business there is a competition. But here it is a cutthroat competition. So what I need to understand, if there is an opportunity, how do we scale that opportunity to the next level? Sorry?
Start with this. I'll give you an example, right? Where is your shop?
Nagaratpet.
Bangalore. Okay. How many customers do you deal? All B2B retailers?
Yeah.
Okay. How many do you deal in a month, year, month, whatever?
Monthly, mostly more than hundreds.
100. So that is approximately, no, if not 100 you said, right? 100.
Yeah.
If not 1200, let's assume 600 customers. One, right, maybe yearly 600.
Yeah.
Okay. How many of them, how many birthdays of those people do you know?
We have started to track this data.
Okay.
I know. Yeah.
So do. So if you start wishing him on his birthday or anniversary or Diwali or Ganesh Puja or whatever XYZ, right? If, like, what did you say? You said cutthroat competition.
My question is on the scaling of the business to the next level.
Correct.
Yeah.
So for that you need money, I'm assuming. Do you need money or you don't need money? Obviously you need money, right? So I'm assuming that. I'll ask you another question. Then I will go back to
5-year plan, 1-year plan.
correct, right? Everybody, everybody wants to scale. Anybody here who doesn't want to scale the business? Everybody. Now, what's my capability and what's my capability both in terms of time, management skills, and finances? Okay. If I put that number and saying that I want to grow 10%, then you don't need anything. 10% में 8% inflation है, 2% हो जाएगा. But if you say I want to do 25%, right? Then you have to work hard or you have to work smart. Okay. Then I go back one step, and that's what I was telling the retailer from Jayanagar.
Yeah, no. See, when competition increases, your OPM is decreases. This is the rule of the economy. Operating profit margin comes down. No.
May not be.
No, it may, sir.
Okay, chalo, we'll
competition happens only when there is a more market participation.
Because you are not differentiating.
Yeah, this is what I want to know.
You differentiate. Start with this. Sorry, what's your name?
Tushar, sir.
Kushal, right? Kushal has a retail shop.
Yeah.
How many years do you know him? Many years. Many years. Do you know his birthday? No. Do you know his anniversary? No.
But I'll ask him.
Now you will ask him. Now the problem is, I'll tell you where. There are 3 other.
He's the best friend of mine.
All the more reason.
Yeah.
All the more reason that you don't know your best friend's birthday. Okay. Now the problem is that there are 3 other, what do you call, hallmarking centers who are also heard the same conversation.
Yeah.
So now tomorrow he'll get 10 messages. Kushal, nim birthday avatu.
मैं आप भी बोल देता हूँ हैप्पी बर्थडे तुषार सर.
देखो ना. Okay. So the point is, no, hold on. The point is, that's what I said about lifetime value.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure, he or anybody like him will be cost conscious. No doubt about it. That's the same with everybody here. Every retailer also has the same problem. The question is, either you identify a certain set of customers who value, let's say, design. Somebody, that Bombay wholesaler who was sitting next to me during that fashion show, he said, "Sir, यहाँ कुछ नहीं है, नया कुछ नहीं है." Okay. Now, what is that special that you can offer to Kushal that he should come back to you? It is not, trust me, at least my experience.
Agree.
It is not always money. Sure, money is there. Like I was telling him also, I think somebody else. I said, if this exhibition is without air conditioning, is it acceptable? No. So, competitive price is a table stake. I don't know whatever it costs, 30 paise, whatever, 3 rupees 50 paise, whatever is the cost of hallmarking today, everybody will say, I will also give you 1 paise less or half a rupee less. You have to compete. For me, the question to you is, sir, how can I compete? How is he competing? If the market was 3 rupees 50 paise, now it is say 3 rupees, right? Either he is selling under a loss, which he is not a fool, correct? Or you are not able to change your costing to achieve 3 rupees. You should also look at that. Lots of people, trust me, that's the point today. Lots of traditional businesses are coming to us and saying that, sir, how do I compete? That's a standard comment. Cutthroat is a very standard word today. The point is, you are not changing. I'm not saying you personally, I'm saying that many traditional retailers are not changing fast enough. Right? And that's the only answer. Yes?
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Any other
Yeah,
question?
one more question.
Okay. We can, after this we can take it offline, people can leave.
Hi sir, myself Kishore. Sir, you were telling about hedging from the Tanishq. Can you please tell more about that?
That you should ask a hedging expert. I am not an hedging expert. You can get on to MCX or anything like that, or the association can help you.
Thank you.
Association can help you. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for your patient hearing.
Thanks a lot, Shivram sir. You opened our eyes for many things. We were in our fantasy that we are doing all the aspects right. Thank you so much for opening our eyes, and these are micro thoughts which we never looked into it, but we should give it a deeper thought of all these smaller aspects, and because this makes a big impact to our business. Thank you, Shivram sir. I would like to call upon Srinivasa from our director of JAB to give the vote of thanks.
It is supposed to be a knowledge session, Gyan Joyti, and he was supposed to tell us things, but he chose a unique way. He started asking us questions, and he made us realize the gray areas and the lacunas in our own businesses. So if you get the right answers for all the questions he has asked us today, we will surely be able to improve our businesses to the next level. So I call this session is a real eye-opener, and I thank on behalf of South Jewelry Show and also the Jewelry Association Bengaluru, Mr. Shivram of Retail Gurukul. Okay, I hereby call upon our Secretary Ketan and our Director Tushar to hand over a memento to Mr. Shivram. Mr. Bipin Mehta. Thank you again, Mr. Shivram.
Sorry to keep him waiting. Sorry to keep him waiting. You please thank our sponsor, event powered by GIA.
I also thank our sponsorer, GIA, for supporting this event.